Good evening, my darling batlings. Glad to be here tonight after having a pretty busy and stressful weekend. Doing that in for its absence.
Yeah, well, no. If I were to do something in for its absence, it would be
The zip line.
Yeah, it would be the zip line. Which
Beat you to it.
Fuck you.
Fuck me yourself, coward.
I'm trying to find the damn zipline button. That's the thing.
It's the one that says zip line.
Yes, thank you, Captain Obvious. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I would be doing this for him in his absence. But because I am an asshole, I will not do that in his absence.
But you just did.
Yes, but I can refund the points.
Hey, Shadow Dragon, showing up at the beginning of a stream for once. Not to, like, diss you or anything, I'm just surprised. Usually you, show up pretty late. Yeah, tonight we're gonna be starting No More Heroes 2. I've been, on a No More Heroes kick, as you can probably tell. I'm also, I've got the schedule for next week up on, Blue Sky, and I'll post it in the Discord server soon. And, yeah, without further Mountain Dew... Oh, yeah, I've got fresh coffee, and I finally managed to find the creamer I've been looking for the past year.
Oh, well, what was it, out of curiosity, what was the creamer you've been looking for?
Irish cream flavored creamer.
Oh.
Could not find any of my local grocery stores carrying it at any time of the year. You just decided to show up because you didn't want to miss this one. The other late ones were just not feeling it or just being busy. Yeah, I get you. I'm not, I totally understand showing up late or just not showing up at all. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
It's, my granny had a saying that she said was like a Quaker saying, but I don't know if that's actually true or not, because it's, you know, I've never met any Quakers, so, it was like, I'll do it when the spirit moves me.
Yeah.
Which is, what she said in regards to getting out of her chair.
That is fair.
But yes, without further Mountain Dew, let's switch on over here and boot up No More Heroes 2. Once again, Switch version, because, convenience and not having to put an extra processing load on my PC. I could easily emulate this on Dolphin, because Dolphin's got damn near perfect compatibility with most GameCube and Wii games now, apart from, like, a few standouts.
I was just gonna say this, because I forget to say it when I see it, but I do love how you have Samus Aran as, your profile picture for the Maxine profile.
Yeah, it's mostly because I haven't made a me for her yet.
That's fair. But I mean, you can't go wrong with Samus.
Yeah. Well, you can go wrong with Samus. It's called Metroid Other M. Since you're playing a sequel, I was playing Strider 2 on PS3, and I'll just say that Hien is OP to use. Now, which Strider 2 are you talking about? Are you talking about the real Strider 2 or the Genesis Strider 2? I know that only the real Strider 2 is on PS3. I'm just being pedantic. Fun fact about Strider 2, when it was printed physically on PS1 back in the day, they sold it in a bundle, Strider 1 and Strider 2, as a 2-disc set. But they printed the discs opposite of each other, so Strider 2 was on the Strider 1 disc, and Strider 1 was on the Strider 2 disc.
Oh, hi, Paul Eiding.
Yep, Paul Eiding plays a couple characters in this game. In addition to, you know, acting as a narrator for this opening sequence. There's a time skip of a few years. I'm not sure exactly how many years. I think it's like 3 or 4 in between 1 and 2. And there's a couple comics that cover the events that happen in between 1 and 2. Mostly the Bat family, the owners of Pizza Bat, which used to be known as Pizza Butt, but was retconned into Pizza Bat, taking over. You hear no audio? Let me fix that.
Ugh. I don't need to see that on my screen.
Let's see. Ah, I see, said the blind man to his deaf wife.
What is
For
that?
some reason, it decided that, yeah, for some reason, it decided to set my console audio thing to default instead of the console audio. OBS be weird like that sometimes.
At least you can get
Also,
OBS
thankfully, I've got part 3 of which should be the finale of Smash Marry Kill scheduled for next week. Because I managed to fix the issue with the same few pictures looping over and over again. Turns out it's a bug in the slideshow feature of OBS, and the only thing you have to do is to fix it was, like, I had it set to load, like, the folder that the pictures were in, but you fix it by just loading all of the images selected at once instead of selecting the folder.
Oh, okay. So it's not that big of an inconvenience then.
Yeah, it was simple to fix, even though it took a little bit of tinkering to figure that out. And I know the audio's a bit fucky, because once again, the volume levels on No More Heroes games tend to be blown the fuck out, especially on the remasters. I'll fix that once we get into gameplay, because that's when you can start adjusting options. So this guy right here, you may remember in the opening narration for No More Heroes 1, Travis mentioned fighting a guy called the Drifter in order to become the rank 11 assassin before the events of the game. It's very easy to forget because he's mentioned in one sentence, and the fight is only shown in a beta trailer for No More Heroes that was not included in the remaster. It's only in the Wii version. This guy is the younger brother of the Drifter.
Oh boy.
The Drifter's name was Helter Skelter. This guy's name is Skelter Helter.
How original.
Well, it's not his real name. His real name's Vincent.
I'll never forget. That night, for the first time in 120 years, snow fell on Center Destroy.
There's a whole, like, comic mini-series, or it's like a one-issue comic, that explains the backstory of Helter Skelter and Skelter Helter. Namely that Helter Skelter was doing assassin work to, like, pay for Skelter Helter's college tuition so he wouldn't have to turn to crime in order to afford to live. And with Helter Skelter being killed by Travis, Skelter Helter became an assassin to get revenge on Travis.
So Skelter Helter got killed by Travis, and Helter Skelter...
No, Helter Skelter got killed by Travis. Skelter Helter is the guy here.
Oh. So Helter Skelter's the guy here. Gotcha.
No, Skelter Helter is the guy here.
It's only where my last killing spree started. All those screwed up ranking fights.
But who's on first?
Why would I
What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
It'll be your blood this time when I avenge my brother. Draw! Brother?
Okay.
And continuing a little trend with the Helter Skelter line, Helter Skelter was a parody of Dante in his design and mannerisms. This guy's a parody of Final Fantasy protagonists.
You insensitive prick! You killed him and you don't even remember! You know how humiliating that is? Sorry. I don't keep a death diary. And in case you're wondering, I'm even stronger now. You will lose.
But yeah, he's not pissed that like, he's less pissed about Travis killing his brother than he is about Travis killing his brother and not remembering that he killed his brother.
Tell him he's still a douche. Brace yourself.
And I know that a lot of people prefer to play No More Heroes 2 with gamepad controls, but I will be playing it with motion controls, just because this is the last time we're going to play a No More Heroes game that is exclusive to a motion control enabled console. Hey, Kier. Feel free to join in if you feel like it. Figured since the hairstyle and the beam sword. Yeah, he's a parody of Cloud, but he's also got, like, the over-designed gun, like Vincent. And in fact, the over-designed gun that he has is based on a real gun prototype that never made it to mass production from the 1800s, because it would be too unwieldy and heavy to hold. It's basically a revolver where the chambers are switched out on a spinning wheel instead of like it's basically a revolver with multiple revolver chambers in it. Like the most comically over-designed weapon you can think of, and it was like almost a real thing.
Bring it on. What? You won't get away with this.
Let's see. Aha. Here we are. Don't mind me just doing some tinkering.
I'm afraid. Also, this bit here that we're going to keep coming back to is a framing device for how the story is being told to us in flashback.
Interesting.
Welcome, Kier. It's been a while.
Yes, I've been in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I've noticed. Also, to go off what you said in our group conversation today, I knew from the beginning that the Paul versus Tyson fight was going to be fixed, because why else would it have happened?
Yeah, part of me was hoping that,
Me and my mom went out to eat that night at our favorite diner, and they were showing like news coverage of leading up to the fight, because it was the night that the fight was going to happen. And one of the staff there was like insisting that Mike Tyson's going to beat the shit out of Jake Paul, and that's not going to be fixed. And even if it's supposed to be fixed, Mike Tyson's going to have too much integrity to go along with a fixed fight. And I'm like, dude, I don't know how to break it to you, but Mike Tyson's been a sellout for years.
Yeah. It just, you already know how I just... We were hoping and wishing that Mike would beat the shit out of Jake.
Yeah, but you know that that fight wouldn't have happened if it wasn't already set up that Jake was going to win.
Yeah.
Just like his fight with Floyd Mayweather.
Another change, both
Mm-hmm.
and deadly, was coming.
I'm still...
So yeah, this is,
I'm still angry about
I don't
the
blame you.
Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight.
Oh yeah, that was bullshit.
Yeah, we are...
Won a fight just... It's the equivalent of winning an intense fight by just having enough health left over, instead of by knocking out the other opponent.
Like, I understand
In a fighting
technicalities and such, but everyone, even Mayweather fans, were annoyed.
Bring it on. What?
And that tells you a lot when your own fans are like, yeah, this is bullshit.
So you're going to notice pretty early on that there's a lot of, like, sort of... A couple narrative things are going to feel a little bit off with No More Heroes 2. And that's because from what little research I've been able to do about the development of No More Heroes 2, Suda51, the director of No More Heroes 1, was not that heavily involved with the sequel. And as a matter of fact, would not direct another game until 2019's Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. All the other games that came out in between with his name attached to it, he was more of a creative consultant or a producer.
Also, I see what you mean by why he looks like Cloud.
Yeah. He's even got the Buster Sword.
Yeah. With him being angsty too,
Except it's a lightsaber Buster Sword with 3 blades stacked on top of each other.
God.
You see that over-designed gun I'm talking about? That ridiculous fucking thing?
Yeah.
That was a real gun at one point, or it could have been if it actually made it to mass production. Also, you notice that there's been some improvements to the physics engine in this game.
Yes. I see 2 very good reasons.
You'll mostly see that when we see the redesigned Dr. Naomi.
Is that
Oh
it?
my.
You gotta be kidding. I haven't seen you in 3 years, and that's the welcome I get?
3 years, that's the time skip between games. I believe that was also the time in between No More Heroes 1 and 2's release.
Right?
Oh, give me a break.
Breaking that 4th wall.
Oh, there was no 4th wall in No More Heroes. Not after No More Heroes 1. And especially not after this game.
If I recapped every detail of your fall from greatness, players
Like, there's a comic that covers the events in between 1 and 2. But it wasn't released outside of Japan, to my knowledge.
things from different eras. Now, may I? This man was the 51st.
Which is kind of funny, because No More Heroes 1 famously bombed in Japan, but was a big hit in the West.
That means you are qualified to fight in the ranking battles again. So, how about it? If you're a real man, you'll do anything to climb back on top. Because trust me, the view is still...
For context, for people that didn't see the end of No More Heroes 1, she's showing up 3 years later after she was revealed to be a con artist who set up the entire Assassin Association as a way to con Travis and all the other assassins out of hundreds of thousands of dollars each.
Shouldn't I get a special after the title fight?
And she was married to his twin brother the whole time.
Shut up.
Also, Mr. Sir Henry motherfucker was his twin brother, and he didn't know that until the post-game.
Tasted those.
But just a taste. This time, you'll get the 5-course meal.
3 years later, Travis is still... He is still
Get what that
easy to manipulate with the promise of sex.
Master.
And this time, she's like, oh, I'm actually gonna follow up on it this time if you reach number 1.
You familiar with
Last time was just a social experiment. This time it's the real thing.
the dog can do all
My whole response would have been, yeah. You need to follow up on that last time
Hold on.
in order for me to believe you.
I'm in it to win, baby.
And they're going all in on the penis imagery with the beam katana in this time.
Hey, we're not done yet. I've got a message for you.
Oh my.
Oh.
He's still alive.
Pain in my ass. Why aren't you dead yet? Such blind arrogance. Like the naked emperor.
Social experiment, are we getting force faxed again? I'm not addressing that. I'm not addressing that, Chris. Other than saying, I don't buy into vaccine conspiracy theories because they are fucking stupid.
Don't think you can kill without suffering consequences.
The big boner before Shadows of the Damned, yes.
Simply to end life. One must risk their entire being in order to destroy another's. Up until now, you've had it easy. I've taken the curse you gave me, the shackles of revenge, and I'm throwing them back on you. Now it's your
And when I said social experiment, that was in response to, like, whenever those, back in the day when YouTube prank channels were the big thing, and anytime they would get, like, called out for doing something illegal as a prank, they would say, oh, it was a social experiment. He sounds like Raiden. That is not Quentin Flynn, but Quentin Flynn is in this game as Henry. You wouldn't recognize it as Quentin Flynn because he's doing an Irish accent.
Another thing.
Meanwhile,
that I was
Travis is
thinking-
voiced by Kaz from Peace Walker.
I was thinking about like if other Final Fantasy character tropes. I want to say Kefka and the mannerisms of talking.
I was just
Okay, so like, you remember Bishop, the guy that ran the video store and was the guy that delivered Travis's bike, if you called it?
Yeah.
Say goodbye to Bishop.
We're just here to collect.
Travis.
But the cap. That's about too good.
Like, narratively, like in a meta-narrative sense, because there's a lot of, like, meta-narrative stuff in No More Heroes. Part of the gag here with the opening boss fight against Skelter Helter and, you know, Travis's best friend Bishop being murdered is Skelter Helter is seeking vengeance for a boss that was killed before the events of No More Heroes 1 that was only shown in a trailer for the game and never made it into, in like a playable sense, into No More Heroes 1 and is very easy to forget about. So as revenge, he kills another very minor character in the context of the role he plays in No More Heroes 1 that you probably have forgotten about, and that's going to be Travis's motivation. Like, being motivated by the... It would be like... It's the equivalent of, like... If, like... An RPG protagonist... was motivated by the death of the shopkeeper from the previous game. Instead of, like, other party members.
Don't give me ideas.
Did somebody order takeout?
That's not takeout. Well, they did take someone out.
Hey, how you doing?
Should.
Hey, I guess.
What am I fighting for?
I mean, look at the bright side. At least he got ahead in life.
Oh, the Sun Alert thing changed. Okay.
Yeah,
The
they've been
other one was,
they've been updating
failure.
the UI for it.
Yeah, another one that could be is like, what was it? Should have fills your dark heart with lie. I don't know the worst.
Yeah, I need to have that as a redeem sometime. Or as a sound alert. So yeah, we're gonna be cutting back and forth between this framing narrative of Sylvia as like stripper / phone sex hotline operator. And then cutting back to the events of the game told retrospectively. Also, you'll notice that picture right there as its face scribbled out. Previously, that was a picture of Jean from the end of No More Heroes 1 as a foreshadowing of her appearing in the game. Because the only context you have for why that picture was there was that it was a picture of his ex who had just recently broken up with him. Who later turned out to be the final boss of the game.
And,
not to be confused with Cat Jean, who has put on some weight.
Aw.
And there's a whole side quest in this game involving getting her to lose weight.
That was close.
Yes, fat kitty.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
You do get to pet the kitty. That's one of the ways that you help her lose weight, is by rubbing her belly.
Fun fact, a lot of cats don't like their bellies tapped.
I know, my cat didn't like that. But, you can rub her belly, and the way it's animated is like, it spawned a bunch of memes, including people setting it to speed metal. Like, I'll show it to you right now. It's the massage option, they call it. Now just imagine this set to like the opening to Painkiller by Judas Priest.
Oh, jeez.
Or like the opening to Bleed by Meshuggah.
Rub my belly into pieces.
Rub my touch me harder.
Oh God!
I understood that reference.
Me too.
For once, you understood one of my references.
Oh, this just reminded me. I need to look something up.
Now, the key to the jump minigame is you have to get the toy as close to her as possible without letting her latch onto it.
Ah.
Like that. If she latches onto it, it wastes time. And she doesn't jump very high as a result.
Oh.
And just like real life, you'll notice that as she starts to lose weight gradually, it becomes easier for her to lose more weight. Because she's able to do exercises better.
Nice.
Also, Travis's apartment is fully explorable now instead of just being a menu. But as a result of complaints about the open world in No More Heroes 1 being like very empty and not all that interesting to like the average gamer, and by that I mean the average journo, the overworld has been removed and replaced with a menu.
Oh, okay.
Also, we no longer get new wrestling moves from collecting masks and letters from Mask to Smith. Instead, we get wrestling magazines after each chapter, and you read them to learn new wrestling moves.
Nice.
Alright, Kier's gonna BRB because Potty. Also, I'll have to show that to him when he gets back. You see how many balled up tissues came out of his trash can when I knocked it over?
Oh, no.
He still likes his anime girls.
Yeah.
Also, side jobs are completely optional now, as opposed to previously where you had to do them to unlock assassination missions, because entry fees have been removed. This game also starts a process that you'll see play out throughout the series of the shithole backwoods Californian town of Santa Destroy being gradually gentrified by large corporations. Like it starts to look nicer, but as a result, it starts to lose its visual identity of being like, you know, a town with a very tight-knit community.
Calm down. You shouldn't make this personal. It is the quickest way to lose a battle.
This isn't a battle.
You know, I actually kind of like Sylvia without her glasses for once, because
It makes no
you could...
She didn't usually wear glasses.
Death is the
I swear she had glasses on most of the time in the last game.
No, she
I
didn't.
never- I guess it's probably just the graphics update.
It was Naomi that wore glasses.
Yeah, I get it's...
He is also
Oh, wow.
the one assassin.
That's a teaser for our number one assassin, Jasper Bat Jr., the head of Pizza Bat, which is the corporation that's gentrifying the town.
Wonderfully convenient, don't you think?
Also, that body falling out of the window and landing on the car, that's a teaser for one of his one-hit kill moves in his boss fight.
By the
Oh
way,
boy.
Bat Jr. owns that hotel, too.
He really is everywhere, huh?
Better hurry. There are 50 other fighters trying to kill him. You have no time to waste.
Oh yeah, and because, like, Travis made the ranking battles from the fake UAA earlier in No More Heroes 1 popular on the dark web, so now the UAA has become a real organization, and because there's more people trying to compete now, he has to start from rank 50 instead of rank 10.
He spoke of a grand faith, but his words were hollow.
It was all to satisfy his own goal. He'd only found success because of strong financial support from the new mafia, who used his pulpit to gain support for their own agenda.
And Sylvia's role here basically is to give us, like, little briefs on who we're going to fight next in the ranking battles. So, the guy that we're gonna fight is a cult leader who uses hip-hop music to grow his following. Now, we can go straight into the ranking battle, but I'm gonna do some side jobs first.
Hey, Ari.
Yeah?
Don't you want to become a cult leader?
No, that's too much pressure.
Well, since there's been a vacancy. You can fill that role. Here's how.
It's too much pressure for me to be in a leadership role like that.
Don't you want to be worshipped?
No. Well, it depends on the context.
Yeah.
So, the side jobs in this game are presented as NES-styled minigames. Instead of, actual stuff you do on the overworld.
Oh, okay.
So our first side job is, we're an exterminator. We gotta vacuum up all the bugs and mice.
Are we sure those are mice and not rats? We're rats.
Rats.
Weird.
Weird rats.
Rats. We pray at night, we stalk at night. We're the rats.
I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules.
Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into.
Let's go.
And unlike the previous side jobs, these have multiple stages to them that get progressively more difficult.
Lousy bugs, they bug me.
So these yellow batteries that we pick up increase the suction power of our vacuum. So we can give them better suck.
If at first you don't succeed, keep on
Saitama really made them bug out. I still haven't seen One Punch Man, but I'll assume that was in character for Saitama. My only exposure to One Punch Man, other than memes, is the Cell Versus video from Team 4 Star, where, like, they made that because everyone wanted Cell versus Saitama, because Saitama's whole thing is that he beats everyone with one punch. And, like, the way that the Cell versus video played out was, like, they spend the whole time getting ready to fight, but then Saitama realizes, oh, I can't fight in the Cell games on Sunday, because it's on Sunday, and that's double coupon day at the grocery store.
Let's go.
Which, perfect way to handle that fight.
Yeah.
To not let it happen at all.
Right. Yeah. Let's see.
So the red scorpions are, when they see you, they charge at you. And the big blue scorpions can fire poison blasts at you. And have to be vacuumed from behind. Or when they're stunned.
So we got ourselves a case of a Scorponok and a double punch. Gotcha.
Yes. Well, it depends on which Scorponok you're talking about.
I'm talking about Rise of the Beasts.
Oh.
Because
when you say...
Because
Because, like, it depends on which one's the Scorponok and which one's the double punch.
according to the toys, the purplish blue one is Scorponok, and the red one is double punch.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, in the movie, they just looked like gunmetal, from what I remember.
Yeah, they did have colors on them, but it was like a very faint thing. You really didn't notice that much.
Yeah, it's more due to the color grading of the movie rather than like the actual color of the models themselves.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I've learned from like taking editing courses is that like, you know, color grading can really affect or fuck up how things look.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how every Zack Snyder, in like every DCEU movie that Zack Snyder was involved in looks like very drab and bleak and just not vibrant at all? That's because he tends to color grade all of his movies to have like a very strong blue tint to them.
Mm.
Sal, I feel like I'm not the only one being blue-balled right now. Hey, you understood the reference. I figured you would. You do have impeccable taste, from what I've seen. It's okay, I've got extra guys. Oh yeah, and we can use roach foggers as, like, not landmines, more like time bombs that, affect a large area and temporarily stun bugs. Also, you notice how, like, our basic mook bugs in this minigame are grasshoppers?
Yeah.
That's a reference to the studio that makes No More Heroes, Grasshopper Manufacture.
Oh, okay.
Like, two recurring motifs that show up in a lot of Grasshopper Manufacture games are, first of all, grasshoppers, and second, the number 51 for Suda 5-1.
You are dead, no big surprise.
I can do this, I swear.
You swear?
Yeah, I do swear. See? Fuck. Shit.
Whew.
And this, I believe, is the last stage, so we should get our full paycheck. Yep, that's the last stage, I can tell by the victory music.
Nice.
And we earned a total of over 30k from that. Now you may be wondering, since ranking battles aren't a thing, what do we do? Answer, first of all, Naomi's lab. Actually, no, we'll wait until Kier's here to check out Naomi, in more ways than one.
What's up, Otaku?
So instead, first we'll go to the gym. Now, remember, Thunder Ryu is dead. So the gym has been remodeled and is under new management by Ryan. I think his name... Yeah, Ryan Yamazaki.
Oh, boy.
Who is basically just Freddie Mercury if he was overweight. And he has jiggle physics as well. Jiggle physics in his man titties. Now we got two kinds of training. Stamina, which increases our max health, and muscle, which increases our damage dealt. And these are also done by NES-styled minigames, and they are difficult.
Oh, wow. Excuse me. Hey.
And unlike No More Heroes 1, they don't involve motion controls. Instead, it's, well, you'll see. The first one, we have to stay on the treadmill. We have to stay on the treadmill until time runs out. And you run by alternating between tapping L and R. Or at least with the motion control layout, you do. If you're playing in gamepad mode, I believe it's tapping A and B, if I'm remembering correctly. Or maybe something else. See, it starts out easy, but it gets devilish. Delightfully devilish, I might even say, as the game goes on. Alright, so strength training, or muscle training as they call it, you have to deflect the dumbbells that Ryan throws at you, and avoid the kisses that he blows at you. Punches are for high attacks, kicks are for low attacks. And then you duck under the kisses.
Guard on me.
Now the big spinning dumbbells like that, yeah, I didn't get the bonus there, so I have to try it again, because I got hit too many times. The problem I have with the muscle training game is you can't tell whether you won or lost until after it's over. Like in stamina training, you know, there's an obvious win or lose condition. In muscle training, you don't know until Ryan tells you after the game's over whether you won or lost, because the animation at the end is the same. You know, with my game designer hat on, you want to have a clear win or loss condition before the game's over. But as I was trying to say, the big spinning dumbbells that he throws at you, their direction they go is randomized. They either go up or down, and it's not always the same each time. Alright, that time I got it. Alright, so that's all the training we can do for this part. And I think we'll do another side job while we're waiting for Kier to come back.
Okay.
Because he's taking a bit longer than I thought he would. Our second minigame is, you know that, like, old computer game where you have to, like, arrange the pipe pieces while the water's flowing through? It's like a game that's been duplicated and replicated so many times over the years. Pipe Dream, Pipe Mania, it's been called so many things. It's just that, except it's called Lay the Pipe.
Yeah, the most common name is Pipe's Dream. I've been here, I just been getting some popcorn real quick, and this thing is loud. I just don't want to be rude, you know?
Okay. And the trick here is that you get a time bonus, but you also get a bonus for connecting all of the pipes together correctly. Like connecting it through all the green pipes, which are the ones that cannot be moved. For a second, I thought you were referring to the pipe screensaver. Nah, although I know what you're talking about because I'm ancient.
That's I missed that. I like that old.
I miss when screensavers were fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the maze is probably one of my favorite ones too.
The maze is iconic.
The maze is what I used a lot on my old Windows 95 PC when I was a kid.
You know what I would love to see happen again?
And
I think I might be in the minority for this.
Maybe, maybe not.
I would love for the old school screensavers to come back, but also like sort of some of them, like, you know how some of them weren't controllable,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make them controllable. So this way you could play the screensaver.
Let's see.
You want
There
to
we
play
go.
them? You want to play the maze one now, don't
Ugh.
you?
Yes, I've always wanted to play the maze.
Yeah. And let it have at least 100 different layouts, so you don't know which layout you're getting.
By the way, for NES authenticity, which, these are NES-styled minigames, it has the same aspect ratio that NES games have, which is not exactly 4:3. It's like, the resolution was something like 256 by 320.
Yeah.
No, it was like, God. It's 240p, but it was narrower than a standard 4:3 aspect ratio.
And the
Due
more
to
words, what?
resolution limitations of the NES hardware. Same thing for the Master System and a lot of those 8-bit consoles.
In the more words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back.
In the immortal words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, as said by the inimitable Stuart Ashen, I will return at a later date.
Yeah.
Why is popcorn seasoning very disappointing?
I just eat my popcorn with butter, unless it's kettle corn.
This one's supposed to be like buttery jalapeno. I taste no jalapeno, no type of spice. Better than the other butter one I got, what's supposed to be movie theater. But this...
Yeah, movie theater butter seasoning never tastes like actual movie theater popcorn. And it's because, it's not just oil.
Yeah.
It's not just
It
butter
just tastes
flavored
like
oil
depression.
like it is in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I should have got the oil one that I saw when I was at the store the other day. I figured, hey, let me get the butter jalapeno, and I can at least say this was decent. Like, I used to have the good seasonings back in the day, but
Oh,
now,
I still got
what
time to
happened?
fix it. Let me try this again. This is actually one of my favorite of the mini games in this game.
I can see why. I mean, this is a game I grew up on also, so...
Like, I don't usually like Pipe Mania or any of its many derivatives, but I love Lay the Pipe. Partly because you have to actually move around around the screen, as opposed to just clicking on stuff. It adds an extra bit of challenge to it.
I don't know. It's just puzzles I enjoyed as a kid. Nothing more than that. What's funny when you see like a 10-year-old playing the hardest levels, right?
Like, you don't have to connect all the green pipes together, you just have to get the water from one end to the other. But
Yeah,
you
but
get
you
a
go to the
big
extra
cash bonus for connecting all the green pipes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
And occasionally there can be multiple ways to solve the puzzles.
Yeah. Like, you're gonna laugh. 'Cause I think I solved it like 4 different ways already.
Yeah. Like, there's multiple ways to solve it, even if you're not, trying to connect all the green ones together like I am.
I saw 2 different ways for all the greens.
Also, I apologize if my model looks a little wonky tonight. I actually made some adjustments to it and had to, like, re-export it and reconfigure it, so some things might be a little bit off. I fucked up. I fucked up.
Yeah. It was near the start that I saw it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I think this is one where you're allowed to retry. Like, some of the minigames you can retry from the level you were on. You can also just retire to keep your earnings. But yeah, I know JKR's not here, but oh well. Actually, since he's not here right now, we can check out the Area 51 store was blown up in between 1 and 2. And it's been rebuilt in a new location as Airport 51.
Oh.
And it's got the same shopkeeper. Now, sadly, the clothes you get in No More Heroes 2 are not as cool as... Or at least the t-shirts aren't as cool, I think. I usually keep the default t-shirt. But I do like to buy the different jackets. And... like, if you get all the old school set, you basically get Travis's No More Heroes 1 outfit.
Ooh, nice.
But, more outfits unlock as you progress, you know, as progression systems work.
Yes.
And you got a few different, styles of outfits other than just the same jacket in different colors. Like, there's 2 that I like, the Mad Rebellion outfit, and another that I can't remember the name of, but it's basically sort of like a rave or cyberpunk-styled outfit. Complete with, like, a Cyclops visor.
Oh, shit. What's funny is I actually ended up buying one of those little, like, sunglass ones. I don't know where it's at, though.
Alright, you ready to see the improvements that Naomi's had to her model?
Yes.
Given that Naomi was already kind of sexy in No More Heroes 1.
Billig oofishness und cryptic diagnosis.
That's a lot of words for, you need the horny bat.
What?
I don't have a bat, I just have a mallet.
What's up, otaku?
Might need to get it. Oh, damn!
I'll take it.
Yeah. She's had a couple of noticeable improvements to her model.
I see too.
Yeah, we were all thinking it. I just said it.
Yep.
You know, you're much cuter when you have money.
Well, you know, technically Kier's the one who said it, but I can't bonk Kier.
Also, in No More Heroes 1, basically the way that the katanas worked was once you got a new katana, it effectively replaced your old one. You can switch between them on the fly mid-stage now, and each one serves a different purpose in combat. Like, the katana we just bought, the Camellia Mark III, is the Tsubaki Mark III from No More Heroes 1. And that one acts as basically a straight-up replacement for the Bloodberry, which is our default katana. But, we'll start seeing other katanas that are more specialized in their uses. Also, another thing that she can say sometimes when you, talk to her is, I know what you're thinking, and the answer is no. Also, you'll probably notice that each stage has its own theme song now, instead of all the stages using Travis's theme.
You notice what I'm thinking, and the answer is no, and it was, so you don't want $100.
They also added a new mechanic to the game called the Ecstasy Gauge, which is represented by that tiger in the bottom right. When it's full, represented by the tiger flashing and roaring like it is now, you can press the minus button on the Joy-Cons to activate a super mode. Basically, like, the slot reel bonuses are still in this game, but this acts as, like, one you can activate on command.
Oh,
And the slot reel bonuses are a bit different this time. Like, bar, instead of you going Super Saiyan, you do this. You know, as if the tiger imagery with Travis wasn't on the nose enough. Tsubaki Yayoi. Not that Tsubaki, but Tsubaki is the Japanese word for camellia, which is why it's called the Camellia Mark III in this game. And a camellia, if you don't know, is a kind of flower.
Music is pretty good.
So, the way that the Tsubaki Mark III works in this game is, apart from letting you have longer combos than the Bloodberry, it has a wider reach with its finishing moves. And yeah, gun enemies in this game are a pain in the ass. And an extra thing that they added that's kind of bullshit is if you get hit while you're knocked down, not only do you lose health, you lose money. Hey, Psionic X. If you haven't seen the schedule already on, I don't know if you're on Blue Sky. I need to post it in the Discord server, but I have Vampire Survivors scheduled for next week, thanks to you.
I still need to play that.
Hey, Ari, if you want me to, I can copy and paste the schedule from Blue Sky and put it.
I was about to do that.
I'll do it myself so it can be in its original quality.
Okay, that's fine.
But I appreciate the offer. Also, these presents that we occasionally collect are like little bits and bobs that get added to Travis's apartment. Like, we just got a door curtain, which is, like, it hangs over his doorway. Was Blue Sky? It's Twitter, but not shit.
Basically, it's Twitter without the control of Elon.
It's Twitter without
Musk.
it's Twitter without Elon Musk, without algorithms, and without all the Nazis.
Yep.
Just correct me. The Vampire Survivor is Ode to Castlevania is all the Castlevania stuff, right?
Ode to Castlevania is the Castlevania DLC, yes.
Just making sure, because I'm getting it right now.
But yeah, I have that Vampire Survivors and its DLC courtesy of a generous gift from Psionic Hex the other day.
Lucky. I'm just gonna get the Castlevania DLC.
Can you sign up with an email? Yes, you can. It used to be invite only, but it's open to the public now. But yeah, you can sign up with an email. You don't have to have other social media site integrations on it.
So yeah,
and one thing I will tell you is if you want to find like stuff to show up on your feed that interests you, you just have to search for like user-made feeds that are made for those topics and follow them. Because there's no like algorithm that tunes itself based on your preferences. It's all just based on whatever you want to follow.
Gotcha.
And you can switch between the different feeds that you're currently looking at instead of having them all fed to you in one overcomplicated mess. Also, the way that hashtags works on Blue Sky is that hashtags get sorted into the different feeds. So, hashtags serve an actual purpose.
So, Hex, I blame you for making me get Vampire Survivor, and I blame Proto for making me get Class of '09 trilogy.
Oh no.
Believe it or not, I think it's March. We're basically we haven't talked about it that much, but during that stream, we were talking about possibly doing like a mental health thing. We're basically playing games that either talk about it in some type of way, or one of our games where we do like decompression, like our happy place type games, you know?
The Psychonauts series is one that you'll have to at least delve into.
Oh, we were talking about a few things. Like you have a combination of basically Final Fantasy 7 through 10, and I can explain each one.
I bet you're not ready for how our rapper cult leader sounds.
Oh god, I need to hear it. What the fuck?
I see the rumors were true. I don't know.
Yeah, he sounds Irish.
But that
The fuck?
And he talks like a street preacher.
these rankings mean nothing to me. Neither
Like one of those street doomsday prophets.
Do you know who I can see voicing him?
Well, he's voiced by Carrie Payton in this game. Cyborg.
No, if I had to cast him.
Because I'm as worthy as it gets, and I've got a shit ton of anger.
Snoop Dogg.
That's what I like to hear. This is it. This is what I've been praying.
Well, actually, I wouldn't say Snoop Dogg. I would say Chuck D.
Oh, glitter, no soul. Save me from sorrow.
Dale the fucking Homo sapien. I can see being another one.
Yeah.
So we could agree on that one. And I want to say either Red Man or Method Man for the other one. Probably Red Man. He's a little more out there, a little more crazy. And I know everyone's like, "Who's Red Man?" Homo sapien. And if I'm here awakening into some really interesting hip hop.
You wanna know the coolest thing I found out about Del the Funky Homo Sapien, speaking of?
What?
You know his iconic verses on Clint Eastwood?
Yeah.
He wrote those in 20 minutes using just following along with a book called How to Write a Hit Song that was given to him by his mom.
Oh, wow. And, okay, another thing about Del that I love, right? If you like rappers who, like, use different words and a good amount of, like, synonyms and antonyms and all that type of stuff, nice vocabulary, Rakim.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rakim
I haven't heard much Rakim, but from what I've
lyrically-
heard, hell yeah. He's a good, like, old
Lyrically.
school lyricist.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He was
As opposed to the more
honestly-
modern lyrical rappers, where it's all about fitting as many words into as few seconds as possible.
or part of the letter, or like the last couple of letters. Like, I love Rihanna, okay, but Umbrella, Ella, stop. Just
Well, no, I'm not talking about the quality of the lyrics. I'm talking about, like, lyrical rappers nowadays are considered people like Eminem, where it's all about machine gun flow. As opposed to actually saying something inventive and creative with the lyrics.
Yeah.
Well, not Eminem, more the Eminem wannabes.
Yeah, I was about to say
Like,
the
Eminem wannabes post-Rap God.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, they heard Rap God and were like, I can do better than that. I'll say more words in less time, even if they don't mean anything. And aren't clever at all. It's that guy, that meme I showed you with the guy that was like, what was it, like 500 words in 5 seconds? No, it was like 500 bars in 5 seconds. It was just a bunch of bullshit that sounded mumbled. And then there was that meme edit of it where it's 5,000 words in 5 seconds. And it was, like, just, like, sentence mixing all the syllables into nonsense.
You know, remember how I said I could be faster than him too?
Hold on, go jack off my katana. I'm glad to see that hasn't changed.
I basically just did the entire Weird Al soundtrack, and it's in a single breath.
Which Weird Al soundtrack?
All of
Because he has 2 movies.
The answer is just yes.
So the UHF soundtrack or the Al Yankovic soundtrack?
Yeah, the answer is yes, and I also did them at the same time.
It's like that Peter Griffin bit where it's like, did you know I can say the names of all 50 states in a quarter of a second?
Yes, he did. I heard the funny thing is, he was actually partially incorrect, but he was saying some of the older names, believe it or not.
He included He was technically incorrect because he included DC and Puerto Rico.
No, actually, he didn't
Which
say
they
New York,
should be
he said New
states, but
Amsterdam.
technically they're not.
But he also said, instead of saying New York, he said New Amsterdam.
Congratulations!
So, you know,
Victory! You are now
technically correct, but also not right.
This is gonna take a while.
You were spectacular!
Better hurry. Like you said, I don't want anybody getting to that bat bastard first.
Look at you, Travis. Violence is the only way you can express yourself, no?
Oh, I'm in the zone, baby. Nothing's gonna hold me back.
Good. I'll arrange the next
Ooh.
fight. It's going to blow you.
Ari, remind me, you're not a seafood kind of person like shrimp or anything, right?
No, but I do like calamari.
All right. So if I were to offer you guys both like some popcorn shrimp, actual shrimp.
Well,
you know,
I've
fried.
never had shrimp. I will say that I've never had shrimp, but I get the feeling that I probably wouldn't like it.
Understandable. When we hang out, I'll prepare shrimp for you a couple of ways and see. If
I
you
think
like
it partly
any of them.
depends on how it's cooked.
I think so. I'm that same way.
Like popcorn
broccoli.
popcorn shrimp, I could probably see myself trying.
Even though popcorn shrimp is more just like the bits and parts of like
I have forwarded
the chicken breasts.
map. I'm busy, so
I say breast and look what
Gotcha.
we get a naked person.
Claps.
Yeah, Sylvia
Well,
gets a new outfit and or hairstyle every chapter.
Ooh, nice.
And in that case,
But,
it was no outfit.
Yes, but
Anyway,
If
we
I-
got
if I-
we
if I
gotta
was-
feed the kitty before we can play with her again. Because if her happiness meter gets too low, which you recharge by feeding her, she's less effective at losing weight.
was close.
Yeah, but I could go for some Cajun popcorn shrimp and calamari.
Nice.
Yes.
Now the question is, guys.
Hey,
wants to make
Coffee,
sweet,
blow
sour,
more Heroes
spicy?
2, Desperate Edger. Hell yeah. Now, if only Wood Rocket would make an adult parody of No More Heroes like they did with Metal Gear Solid and Fortnite.
That would be hilarious. Oh, and Hex, commenting about the Don't Blame You if I get addicted. I have a few games that follow this, the gameplay style, but not Twitch safe. So
Are
if
you
you're
not
interested, we talk after.
Coffee? Are you not familiar with Wood Rocket's work? They're the only adult parody studio that actually uses the old school style parody titles anymore. They're mostly known for making some truly nightmarish looking stuff like Strokemon and
Oh, no.
Wait, what? I need to.
that's the one with the demonic looking humanoid Pikachu woman with the awful looking prosthetics that makes her look like a hell demon.
Oh God, I forgot. I repressed this shit.
And it's and her name is
fuck
Pikachu.
you. Fuck you.
And they did a Power Rangers parody called Mighty Muffin Pounder Rangers.
That one I remember. Didn't we watch
It's a shitty parody because it's like a few minutes of parody and then the rest is just a gangbang.
As it should be. Unless they're
But
fighting
it's like,
evil
it's
with,
barely Power Rangers.
Oh my God, I just thought of a scene that could have been perfect for this. Basically have them pound the villains and the villains pound them back.
Yeah, you would think that... Oh yeah, they also did 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles, where sadly the Ninja Turtles are not the ones getting it on. It's Casey Jones and April O'Neil.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
Oh, and Shredder's a woman, but she doesn't get to do anything interesting.
And
What's even the point then? That's my problem with Wood Rocket. They take these properties that have really good potential and they do the most boring thing with them. They did a Sonic parody that was... I haven't seen it, but I know Sonic is a woman in that one, and so is Eggman.
Why couldn't they have... Okay.
They did a Dragon Ball Z parody where it's also a lesbian one between Goku and Vegeta.
Okay, hold on.
So that one at least makes sense.
Yeah, that one makes sense because they basically there's all the jokes about that one. Okay.
They also made the nightmarish monstrosity that is Sponge Knob Square Nuts.
Hold on. What was the one before the Dragon Ball Z one you said?
Sonic.
Okay, they could have had interracial, blue hedgehog versus black hedgehog,
Well, it was to tie in with the first Sonic movie, because they tend to do their releases based on upcoming Hollywood blockbusters.
I was thinking of the whole. Oh, no,
But anyways, they did a Metal Gear Solid 5 parody called Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Peen, which was a scene between Snake and Quiet. And they did a Fortnite parody called Fortnut. But yeah, you see all those balled up tissues that came out of the trash can when I knocked it over?
Yeah.
Why would I want Yuri Goku and Vegeta? I want Yaoi Goku and Vegeta. Because Wood Rocket's too afraid to do, like, guy on guy.
Yeah. Even Jupiter, they could corner the market by making both straight and LGBT versions.
Anyways, time for our mandatory bullet hell game.
Oh, I kill at these. Like, ooh.
It's a pretty simple bullet hell as well, especially since you have infinite continues.
Oh.
I usually play as
bullet hells.
Nutberry for two obvious reasons.
Yes.
The answer
The side
being
ponytail
her
shot.
The answer being she has the biggest spread shot, and even though she's the slowest mover, that makes it so, like, I feel like I can move more accurately with her without overshooting. What?
I could go
what do you
with
think I was talking about?
This is like easy mode for me. Ooh.
Well, this is on normal difficulty. On hard mode, it gets more difficult, but these are nowhere near like a Toho or something.
Yeah, I will admit, when it comes to that kind of difficulty, I suck ass. But I still enjoy those games, you know?
Oh, and your incentive for completing this is you unlock the intro to the fictional anime that this is an adaptation of.
Oh.
You know, Travis's favorite anime, Bizarre, Pure White Lover Bizarre Jelly.
Oh,
The funny
geez.
thing is, they should actually like make like a pilot as a joke. I would love that.
Yes. I would say
And
they
if
should
it
make a No
actually-
More Heroes anime, but then I remembered that, like, basically every video game anime ends up being shit. So, no, don't do that.
If they make it like Dot Hack is not.
Unless it's like a visual novel anime. Dot Hack doesn't
Oh,
count
yeah.
because that's anime that adds lore to the games, as opposed to
Yeah.
being an adaptation of the games.
Yeah.
I'm talking stuff like, for years, people said they should make a Blaze Blue anime. And then Alter Memory came out, and we were like, maybe they shouldn't have made a Blaze Blue anime.
Yeah, because they rushed that shit hard.
They tried to cram 2 very long and convoluted stories into 12 episodes, and did the most important story, which is the first one, in 2 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. When did Starro the Conqueror get in here?
Now, that's not Starro the Conqueror, that's clearly Starmie. Fingers crossed for DMC anime. Okay, Devil May Cry already has a good anime track record, at the very least.
Yeah. Why does this song slap so hard?
Because all the music in No More Heroes slaps so hard, and you will probably not be surprised to hear that the composer for the for most of the No More Heroes series is also the composer for Danganronpa.
Oh, and you know I love Danganronpa's one opening. Like, it's on par with a lot of Persona openings, in my opinion. Because they're kind of in that same, you know, rap funk.
Well, that
not all
that
of
was a rap remix made for the anime. The game doesn't have the rap verses in it. It just has like, you know, some it has some vocalizations over it, but not the rap lyrics.
Yeah,
For the
Danganronpa's
fan
rap
dub
lyrics.
that we were a part of, that was something like Husk chose to use the anime's theme because he just liked it better.
Yeah, the anime that theme is, you know, kicks ass. But like modern day Japanese hip hop are really good. Like the Bam Blam, Bim Blam Blam, Bim Blam.
Excuse
I
me.
sound like someone's.
Are you having a stroke?
Someone's grandfather, don't I?
You sound like great grandma.
The question now is, which great grandmama? The soulful one?
You sound like the one from the Christmas classic, Rhapsody Street Kids Believe in Santa.
Oh, hey, bling blam blam. Bling bling blam.
Are you?
You just have to end. You just have to end it with. You just have to end it with Christmas.
Wait, bling bling bling.
All right, time to watch our unlocked video. And it's very loud, and there's no way to turn it down. I apologize in advance.
Well, shit.
Here we go. I had to type this in. Oh shit.
Also, it's impossible to tell what this anime's about because it's just all the anime. in one. All the moe anime, I should say.
This panty shot. What? Another panty shot.
Yes, Shiba came at the right time. Just as Travis is about to come at the right time.
Yeah.
Also, during the scene where Bishop got shot, the theme from that video was playing in the background while he was whacking it before he got shot. So he died whacking it to an anime intro. Not even a fan service scene from the anime, just the intro to the anime.
And I have the name of it, by the way. It is Bling Bang Bang Born by Creepy Nuts. They also got that.
I'm questioning Travis's taste in media so hard. He's a Takashi Miike fan, and he's a fan of like Japanese and Mexican pro wrestling. So at the very least, you can forgive his shit taste in anime.
Also, that well, I can never remember this person's name, but you know, what's the song? Ready for the Show?
I don't know that song.
No, we were talking about her having a concert actually here. We were talking about pricing. Remember, it was like almost $900 in my area.
I don't remember that.
That never happened.
Anyway, time for this game's version of the coconut grabbing minigame.
Oh no.
It's a side-scroller, where you have to catch the coconuts in the basket.
Aldo.
Oh, Otto, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Otto's not a rapper.
No,
I don't think of Otto as a rapper.
No, I think I may have misspoke. But I was trying to talk about a song because it's a lyric that messes with me. I think I told you guys also when it goes. Was it ratatata? I went to the actual lyric, right?
I haven't listened to much Otto. Mostly because my ex was really into Otto, and that's kind of poisoned that for me.
Don't worry about it.
Just like how I can't watch My Hero Academia for similar reasons.
Don't worry, you didn't miss nothing.
So, Kier, are you talking about Top Musica?
No,
That's not in Top Musica.
I don't know. So, like, what he's describing, I'm asking.
I'm about to say, I already lost my train of thought on that. Cause I was trying to remember her name now. Cause like, I knew.
I've only heard 2 songs from her, so I couldn't tell you. The only songs I've heard are Usewa and Tot Musica.
But the song is called "Ready for the Show." I know that. There's one track, and it always throws me off, and it's like da-da-da-da. I hear horny. I know that's the lyric.
Now, if it was Marine singing it, it would definitely be horny.
Yeah.
Speaking of, they added Marine to HoloCure in the latest update. And HoloCure, if you don't know, is just Vampire Survivors with Hololive members.
Yeah.
Her unique gameplay mechanic is she has a horny meter. And she unlocks a super attack when her horny meter is at maximum.
Oh. I think I'm in the same area with you, Shadow Dragon.
It's not called the horny meter, but you know it's the horny meter. Like, in-game, it's called the lust gauge.
Oh, jeez.
And when it's full and, you know, she can do her super, they refer to it as when she reaches climax. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Now, does she hurt her hip or anything?
Remember, she's 17. No matter how many years have passed, she's still 17. That's what
Get
she
her
insists
knees
at
and
least.
back and just scream, "Help me!"
Yes, you deserve that, Ari.
For what? For what? I'm just saying what she says.
That's what she said.
That is literally what she said, yes.
Yes. That is what I'm saying. That's what she said.
What did she say?
What are they selling? They're selling chocolates!
Chocolates?
Yeah!
Oh, I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Sweet, sweet chocolate. I always hated it.
Can we? I don't know if I like that scene, but like the scene with the two ladies, or the one with the chocolate.
Yeah, the chocolate guy.
Yeah.
Like, as a single scene, the old ladies are better. But the chocolate guy is like an episode-long gag. With a great payoff.
I feel like I'm on a short leash right now.
I was laughing a little too hard. That's why I muted myself.
What's it?
Short leash for what?
No, my headphone cord is like tangled up, so it makes me feel like I'm on a short leash while I'm just trying to reach over to the display case next to my desk to dust.
I thought you meant like you felt like you had to be careful about what you were saying.
Oh, no. When have I ever felt like I had to be careful about what I was saying?
Yeah, it was 20.
The other option that I chose not to take because it was too easy was I didn't know you were into pet play.
Yeah. Well, I would have.
You have completed your furry arc, so it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, but trust me, I don't go that far into it.
God, I remember back in the day when God took my rib to make Eve. Those were good days. Don't worry, I'll get him.
Now we're dealing with Adam, first man. God damn it. I hate Adam. Such a prick. And a womanizer, too. That doesn't matters. Ugh. Oh, God.
Alright, so that's the coconut minigame done.
Coconuts.
Nice work. Wish my wife had your coconut handling skills.
It's horrible.
Adam from Has-Been? Yes, that is exactly who JKR is referring to. I know that for a fact.
Yes.
And our last minigame that we have available for now is Pizza with a Vengeance, where we are the pizza delivery boy. So you know what this calls for.
Oh no. I know exactly what this calls for.
At least wait until the game starts.
Well, I need to find it first.
Same. Found it. Oh, could not send.
No, wrong one.
Pizza time.
Yeah, it's pizza time, not that.
That's how. That wasn't playing for me. Could not send alert.
For whatever reason, I couldn't find the pizza.
It's right by John Dacre. Right by Yostas Robotnik. Sound alert isn't working for me.
Yeah, sound alerts wasn't working for me either. So that's why I was going with like the redeems.
Oh. Yeah, it's not in the redeems, it's in the sound alerts. I
Yeah,
guess
sound
they're
alert.
doing it. I guess they're doing maintenance on sound alerts again. They've been doing that a
yeah.
lot lately.
Would be nice if they would tell people.
I'll do that. I'll be different and do the Billy Mays.
I mean, technically, it's the same song when you think about it.
I mean, technically, yes.
Totally correct. The best kind of correct.
It's just not played on the right instrument. The correct instrument being a horribly blown the fuck out synthesized accordion.
We did not order.
We did not order a pie.
Dipping sticks.
It doesn't matter.
Damn it, Walt. We did not order any fucking pizza.
Can we at least just sit down and eat a piece of pizza?
Oh, by the way, I gotta double check my reels. I think I saw a pizza that combined Chicago style in New York.
How do you even do that without
Interesting.
making a mess?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like deep dish, but it was like a pizza within a pizza.
It also depends on which Chicago style you're talking about. Are you talking about like Chicago style deep dish or Chicago tavern style?
I had to see tavern style later. Not familiar with that one.
Tavern style is just like very thin, cracker thin crust.
Dude,
Honestly, to me, that's not Chicago style pizza because me, when I think of Chicago style, I think of the deep dish, but that's just because I grew up with that.
It's almost like you're from
Oh,
Chicago or
okay.
something.
It's basically just a crispy New York style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing different styles. Like, ooh, that one looks real good.
Like, when I think
I'm
of like,
looking
when I think of specifically a Chicago style tavern style pizza, I think of like the what's it called, like Home Run, brand.
I keep
never
forgetting.
heard of that one.
I keep forgetting Home Run Inn is a Chicago-based pizza parlor.
But yeah,
Or like,
it actually looks
where
pretty
like
good.
if you buy their frozen pizzas instead of the cheese being shredded, it's like all spread out as one big piece.
So the pizza I'm talking about, it was I think it was at. It was like, you know, like this little bit of events they happen like in malls and parks and stuff.
You say that like I'm someone that goes out to public gatherings
I used to when I was younger, so I don't
that
do it
aren't
anymore.
conventions.
You go to a convention, Zari?
I used
You
to.
guys have money?
I haven't in a while because I haven't had the money.
But
In fact,
it was basically
if I'm
flat rate
able
like
to get
that.
the funds together next year, apart from trying to go to TFCon with you, if I can get the funds and work into my schedule, I'm gonna try and go
Yeah.
to SawCon next year.
Nice.
SawCon these nuts.
I honestly thought SawCon was supposed to be like a
horror movie thing.
yeah, for like the Saw movies. I thought it was like, oh, they have a
That's
actually
two
sounds like
weeks
it
in a
would
row, motherfucker.
That was, you got hit. That's you get.
2 nights in a row I've gotten you with these nuts.
Shut up, Ari.
So it's safe to say that JKR is gobbling them nuts down.
Nah, that would only be if he was using a goblin avatar right now instead of a bomb.
Something bowling meme.
That's it.
I put the new 4Gs on the Jeep.
Computer.
A reference to the bloody
That's
bottles underneath.
self-destruct.
I walk up into the Burger King.
Can I get a Whopper? Oh, fucking no! Shit! No! No!
You're welcome.
Hey, you know what sucks? I went to Wawa and got myself a coffee. They have a cookie dough coffee that's actually pretty nice.
My God!
Oh god.
I mean,
got my
if you had given me time to answer for you know what sucks, I would have just answered with Burger King. I ate there recently on the way home from my dad's. Their quality's gone down so much.
Yeah, I don't eat their stuff anymore.
Last time I had Burger King was probably maybe like when I went to go see Captain Marvel in theaters. And yeah, like I bought their fish sandwich. Either their quality went down by that point, or it was not as good as I remember it being.
Fun fact, all the Burger Kings near where I used to live with my mom have shut down.
No surprise.
Yeah.
One of them most likely due to health reasons, because I remember going there a few times during, like, going through the drive-thru a few times during the pandemic, and I had, like, people working the drive-thru come up with their masks down under their chins.
Oh, lovely.
But going back to that Burger King thing,
Can we appreciate that our gym trainer Ryan has jiggle physics on his man titties?
Yes.
And that he looks like Freddie Mercury if he gained weight instead of staying in shape. You know, not counting when he had AIDS and was losing weight as a result, but like instead of staying in shape, if he got like all pudgy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to make it sound like, he was in shape due to being underweight due to AIDS. No, I'm talking about before, like in his prime.
Yeah.
We need more jiggle physics on moobs. Yes, not just on, you know, comically large man bellies.
Yeah.
Like they usually do. Like, we need more man titty physics.
That too. But, going back to, the joke.
No!
I went and got, their pizza there. Don't get a Wawa pizza, it sucks.
You say that like I have the option to go to Wawa.
You say you're getting one in your state?
Yes, but not anywhere near me.
Oh, damn. Sorry, rip.
It's in, like, Raleigh, which is, like, an hour away.
And a customized bean burrito with all the stuff that makes you poop. You know I'm lactose intolerant.
Doesn't Cyberpunk have jiggle physics on the penises? I wouldn't know, I haven't played it.
I think there's a mod for it. Almost positive.
Can we talk about how it's kind of stupid that Cyberpunk has such in-depth character customization for a game that's played entirely in the first person?
Oh, and Dash Cat, going with the whole Five Guys burgers being peak. They give me the White Castle treatment.
I mean, I like Five Guys. I never had White Castle because White Castle has never operated in my state.
The joke is they all go right through me.
Yeah, I know. I've seen Harold and
Guys.
Kumar. I've seen Harold and Kumar. I know what White Castle does.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, White Castle and Five Guys go right through me. Also, Five Guys go right through me. Dash Cat, you with me?
The joke was bad, you should feel bad.
I mean, Coffee Pot, sorry.
Your joke was bad.
Like, the closest I can get to White Castle in my state is, like, the frozen White Castle sliders and chicken sandwiches at the grocery store. That's it.
I love how Coffee Pot's with me.
Yeah, I don't like how in the strength training minigame in this one, you can't tell whether you won or lost until after it's already over. Because there's not, like, a clear win or lose condition to it. It's just, like, I still can't tell how many hits you can take without losing. And I've beaten all the difficulties multiple times. It just seems like, oh, I won. I don't know how, unless it's like I get a perfect run on it, then obviously I win. But there's some where I can take, like, shitloads of hits and still win. But, like, these early ones, if I take, like, 2 or 3 hits, I lose. Yeah, the strength training minigames are notorious in the No More Heroes community because they're, like, while most of the patterns are preset, the spinning dumbbells that go up or down are randomized.
Mm.
And also like the unclear win and loss conditions, and also because they become kind of like a bullet hell towards the end. And like, just a lot of reasons. Ryan is a lot of people's least favorite trainer in No More Heroes just because of how devilishly difficult his minigames are.
Delightfully devilish?
No.
Damn it.
What's up? Get Jesse in here.
This is exactly the kind of music that would be playing if I ran my own store.
This is
Either
the
that or
music
Sonic
you play at Hot
soundtracks.
Topic. No, this is legit
Yeah.
would be the music they would play at old school Hot Topic.
I never got to go to old school Hot Topic, sadly. I only got to go there, like, post-Twilight.
Just to give you an idea, they played music like this, punk. It was more a variety.
Like, my family would never go to Hot Topic with me because they were like, oh, that store's too scary. And I'm like, are you sure you're not thinking of Spencer's?
Yeah, right.
That one is a little bit scary. I never actually went to the old school Spencer, sadly.
I've only been to Spencer's once. It was underwhelming.
I've been at Spencer's a couple of times, but it's just... The only time I really go in there is when I'm looking for really cool chain wallets. That's really it.
I've been here a few times. I want to say, like, when I started driving is when I first went into one. So, like, my 23
Over here.
year
Booty.
So, this
Uh,
UAA office?
Surprise.
Okay, what's the point of wearing a shirt if it's going to be that sheer? Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm an agent. Any
I mean, other than the fact it's Sylvia, so she's doing it on purpose 100%.
Let's get started.
Alright.
Right.
Wait, what was I saying again?
Who's next?
Charlie.
You were saying how awesome we are?
Groupies?
No.
What's that supposed to mean? Thanks.
If I told you now.
Oh yeah, Spencer's.
it's a surprise.
It's basically just Hot Topic. They both just watered down with each other.
Yeah. Then there's Box Lunch.
All
Oh.
Hold on, this is an
Also-
iconic line.
It's like you're getting off. Seriously. You need help.
Everybody deals with grief differently, right? Some people fuck at funerals. I cut off heads.
That's Travis's character summed up in one sentence.
Do what you must.
But yeah, a lot of that stuff are very similar. Besides, the extra stuff. The prices though are absurd. It's but like they feel like they're 10 to 15% more we compare prices.
Yeah.
At
He's
that
so
point, I
cool.
was going
The
Wish.
thing is, Travis is supposed to not be cool, but they accidentally made him cool.
dorky cool.
He's supposed to be the
Dorky, as
world's
they call
biggest
it.
loser, but they accidentally made him cool.
So they either made a dual or quirky. Oh, that was terrible. Wait, is that a comically large wrench?
Uh,
Oh my god,
Yes.
it is.
yes it is.
Oh my god.
I've never noticed that
I-
before.
I want a comically large wrench.
I have an extendable fork.
Ooh.
Like, it's telescopic.
That's,
Now, Ari. Now. Save that for a different platform.
Hold on, why does he look like a bloater from Left 4 Dead?
I think this is around the time Left 4 Dead came out.
Oh my god.
They were
look
probably,
similar.
like, they were in development around the same time, most likely. So it's coincidence. So dorky that wraps back around to being cool. Exactly. Like, the whole thing with Travis is, like, he lives in a rundown motel because he wastes all the money that he earns from his shitty side jobs on anime figurines and merchandise instead of spending it on, you know, making his life better.
You gotta be a joke.
What is life?
Probably explodes like one too.
Alright, time to show ecstasy mode, because I didn't show that in stage 1.
Ooh.
And yeah, the Tsubaki Mark III is kind of OP for this early in the game. But it does get outclassed later on.
Interesting to know that.
Which, you know, it's kind of fitting that this is OP for an early game weapon, considering this was the ultimate sword in the first game.
Honestly, it's a good way to show how, like
it's a good all-around weapon for most of the game. Whereas the next katana we're gonna get is really only good for boss fights. And even then, only if you can build up your ecstasy gauge. You'll see why. And then the last katana we get, which I'm gonna spoil it, we get dual katanas, so we can finally dual wield.
Kirito.
Is just straight up broken. I love the feeling of ecstasy. Just like I love the smell of 300,000 pancakes in the morning. Smells like victory.
So there used to be a factory that was near me that every morning when I used to get ready to go for school, it would smell like fresh baked bread and cookies every morning.
Ooh, nice. Also, Coffee Pot's right. This is the only game where you can dual wield. Because after this game, you no longer get multiple katanas. You're just stuck with the first one from, like, the basic Bloodberry katana from the from beginning to end. But you get a lot more upgrade options. Also, he was just straight up eating pizza one-handed while holding the box with the other hand, like a boss, before we attacked him.
That's what I do. I do this. Hold on. Fuck with my mouse.
I do this.
Thank you. I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it. But thank you so much.
He did literally nothing wrong. He was in my way. That's what he did wrong. Also, you'll notice that future Sylvia here is wearing a different slightly different outfit every time we see her.
Just looking into his eyes, it got me hot.
It's mostly down to, like, her underwear that's different each time, which we get plenty of views of, as well as, like, the arm warmers she's wearing.
It's a warning sign. That would make even a lion shiver.
The choker.
Damn, boy.
That was just easy mode, dude. I'm not going past that.
I'm so normal right now. Yeah, we're all totally normal in this game especially. I mean, this game doesn't have Bad Girl in it, so I'll be fine. Doesn't have anyone even remotely comparable to Bad Girl. You know, other than Naomi. Fuck, it has the best design for Naomi. Fuck. Sorry, not the best design, the breast design.
Oh.
But
She gets a
Nikki,
new
I'm
design
afraid
in
the
No More Heroes
context.
3, and it's completely out of left field, and I'm not gonna spoil it. It's all for the sake of a pun. Yeah, it has Sylvia, and Sylvia gets many outfits in this game. She gets multiple outfits in the PS3 version of No More Heroes 1 as well. Oh, and minor spoilers for a character that I know at least one of you is going to be happy to see in this game. We get a new design for Shinobu.
Oh.
And we get to play as Shinobu.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Also, another minor spoiler, we get to play as Henry in one part, but it's really underwhelming.
Oh.
Like, you can tell they wanted to do more with Henry, but he's only playable in one boss fight. And Coffee, I agree. This game has the best design for Shinobu. I don't like her No More Heroes 3 design very much. I don't know if it's just how it's rendered in Unreal Engine 4, but I just never liked it. I get what they're going for, sort of like the Bruce Lee Game of Death, or whichever outfit it is with the yellow tracksuit
It's Game of Death,
design,
you're right.
but it just doesn't look good on her.
You're right, it is a Game of Death. And I am a martial arts aficionado. I need to watch more.
Alright, we're getting ready to fight over 20 assassins at once in one ranking battle.
God.
Because all of these cheerleaders are ranked assassins.
Steve.
Oh shit.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's not a regulation cheerleader outfit. It's a little bit too cropped.
I mean, it's not cropped enough. I agree. It needs more cropping.
If it was cropped anymore, it wouldn't cover anything.
I'm not hearing any complaints.
I'm not hearing a no.
Touch you down.
Also, hi, Yuri Lowenthal.
A butt kicking
Oh,
crazy
jeez.
wall.
I'll touch you down. That sounds nasty and
Mr. Touchdown,
very sexual.
it's an honor to face you.
Yes, that's the joke.
Of your name.
You gonna fight me with all your hoes?
That's my game. But we need a better arena, don't you think?
So, what do you think we're gonna get for the football player boss?
Death parade!
Why are we?
No, just wait.
The actual fuck.
Hold on, wait.
No.
Wait.
Keep waiting.
I thought something like this might happen. Time to bust out the toy Naomi made.
Travis was prepared for a giant mech.
Long-awaited debut.
Why?
Glastonbury. Let's pop.
What the
Okay.
fuck? Hold on, we went from Voltron.
He brought his own mech.
What the? Hold on. We went from Voltron. We went with 100 freaking cars and shit, right? To Gurren Lagann. To Gundam because of the beam sword. I'm just naming like all the mech shit.
I mean, what can I say? This is probably one of the few parts that I think Suda probably had involvement with in this game because he is a fan of his 70s anime.
Oh my gosh, it could be more ultra. Oh man.
Also, we got some Macross here, as you'll see.
Oh my god.
The Macross Missile Massacre.
I did mention Robotech, so yeah, I was spot on with that.
Yeah, but you know he wouldn't have done it as a Robotech reference.
Yeah. I mean, they're technically the same. Macross is the actual name. Robotech considered the English one that's inferior.
What? Alright, Suda didn't direct this game. He's listed as a creative director, which means more so he was a creative consultant rather than directly being involved with production, which is the kind of role that he had for a lot of games in this era. Like, it's
Also,
easy to forget that after No More Heroes 1, he didn't direct another game until Travis Strikes Again.
So that beam.
Hi, Lulu.
Oh, hey, Lulu. That beam sword was actually, I want to say, Gundam Wing Endless Waltz reference. Because I think that might have been a gun that pierced something. It was a blade, I know, like that. No, G Gundam. G Gundam. That's where it was. Power Rangers.
Now wait for it. Lulu, we are on track to do the finale of Smash Marry Kill next weekend.
Oh my god.
Now you may be wondering, how's the power scaling for this gonna work if Travis can just summon a giant mech at any time he wants?
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Okay, I'll hydrate. I haven't drank in a while. Anything in a while, not just water. I don't have alcohol, don't worry.
Feels good. Quick and dirty's my
So yeah, because all those cheerleaders were also ranked, we just jumped up 25 spaces.
ripping through mostly harmless cheerleaders.
Well, I could nullify your victory.
Whoa, wait! I mean, they weren't that harmless. You can tear some shit up with a pom-pom.
Yeah, we've seen from Lollipop Chainsaw that you can tear some shit up with pom-poms.
The hell you will.
So yeah, because his mech is too powerful, it's getting impounded.
Man, I had this baby custom made too.
Travis, don't forget you are not the only assassin clawing up.
Yeah, Coffee Pot's right. This is only the second true boss of the game.
Just as many below as above, and they all want you dead.
So watch your back, okay?
Yeah,
Hey guys, I'm getting a little tired, so I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Fair enough. Have a good rest.
Thanks. I'm gonna need it. Later, guys.
Later.
Have a good one.
So yeah, we just jumped up from rank 50 to rank 25. One of the biggest cock teases of this game leading up to release was that they said, like, oh, you start at rank 51 and have to get all the way to number 1. They didn't tell us we were going to cheat like this.
You know what to do, yes? I've updated your map. Handle
Whoa there, Ice Queen. What's with the harsh treatment?
I do not have time to waste on 25th rank scrubs like you. Take a hit, you impotent dipshit!
I like her better when
Oh.
she's horny.
I think we all do,
I
Travis.
think we all do.
Same brain cell.
Same brain cell. The three of us.
You say 3 of us, there's only 2 of us here.
Me, you, and Travis. We were all thinking the same thing.
Oh.
Trying to be clever.
Also, we got a punching bag.
Ooh. A freestanding one too. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Like IRL.
Anyway, time to play with our pussy. I had to get that in at some point. Heh, get it in. If I remember correctly, there was a prequel game for this, right? Henry was a big part of it. Yeah, it was a mobile game that was only released in Japan and has been shut down and is completely inaccessible. But there's also like a comic tie-in that was also only released in Japan. Yes, I deserve all your anger.
That was close.
But yeah, there's a lot of prequel stuff to No More Heroes 2 that's just never been localized. But thankfully, you don't really need it to understand No More Heroes 2's story. It just gives you some extra context on, like, what happened to the side characters from the first game that don't appear in No More Heroes 2. Answer being, they died, mostly.
Yeah. One thing that I always hate, right, is, like, content that's exclusive to, like, one region.
What I hate is
for
content that's exclusive to a mobile game. Fuck that.
This is an
I'm looking at you,
example.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Putting important lore in a fucking gacha game?
Nice.
Yeah.
Gene,
I forgot the game I was gonna mention.
that's gotta do it.
Yeah, the only thing worse than that was Guilty Gear putting some important lore in a fucking slot machine game.
Oh god, that's actually far worse. Holy shit, that's far worse.
That was close.
Can't wait for Missing Link. I remember Blaze Blue had a gacha game, but that only lasted for like a year. Yeah. As most gacha games do. Honestly, not only is it a miracle that Mega Man X Dive got, you know, released in an offline form without the gacha mechanics to preserve it for the fans, it's also a miracle that it lasted for more than a year. Given how quickly gacha games get discontinued.
Yeah. I just thought of the craziest thing, okay?
Sorry, I gotta focus
This
on
right-
rubbing my pussy. 2 for 1, fuckers! Give me all your hate! Use your aggressive feelings.
That's gotta do it. All done.
I'm too high to remember what I'm talking about, dude.
Okay, you see that kind of disgusted expression that Gene has right now? That's all of you guys. That's all you guys at my shitty puns. Thank you, Gig. Also, hello, Gig.
Hey.
Supernatural gateways in Santa Destroy. Have you heard about them? They're called Akashic points and lead to different planes.
Prismatic Core Online.
Like a sacred forest.
I haven't heard of that one.
By not only
Yeah,
something else.
Final Fantasy 15 at least put in stuff that wasn't, you know, limited event only. Like, you can still access it nowadays.
Who escaped
Yeah.
deals with the devil and live on.
The demo was not too much stuff in there, but there's the anime, the 3D movie, which I have never seen it, and also lost it. There's the beat 'em up game, which is decent. Still never played it, even though I have it. May have lost that too.
Alright, we just unlocked the most broken minigame in terms of its payouts versus the effort that you need to put into it.
Oh.
It's called Man the Meat.
Meet my yum.
And, all it is cooking steaks.
Oh. Oh, there was only 2 demos for 15. The one that people broke and was able to explore more of the map, and then the one that was am I misremembering it?
I don't know.
In a minute.
Also, look at this. The reason we're filling in for the lead cook is because he got mad cow disease and butchered the entire kitchen staff.
Oh God! Oh, damn.
That just raises so many questions.
Coffee Pot, do me a favor and send me the link to that one. DM on Discord. I need to double check myself later on. Kit Noctis. I don't remember. Oh, I remember you telling me about this one.
Yeah, the customers tell you how they want their steak cooked, and you cook it accordingly. And there's 3 ratings. Nice is like, you know, just barely passing. Delicious is the best rating you can get and fills up your meter the fastest and also gives you the biggest payout. And then, if they don't like it, you'll see, probably. Thankfully, they don't make it any more complicated than either rare, medium, or well done.
Yeah.
And the difference between the different levels as it progresses is the meat cooks faster, and you get less time to see a visual indicator of how it should be cooked.
Oh. Oh, I see it. It went faster.
Yep. And it's indicated by level 1 only has 1 flame under the grill. This one has 2 flames, and level 3, which is the last one, has 3 flames. I'll read chat in a sec, because I kind of need to focus on cooking beef.
Would you like me to read it for you?
Yes.
No problem. This is from Gig. Hey, truth be told, if mad cow disease was transmittable to humans, we would have a real Dawn of the Dead. Thankfully, it's not.
Yep.
Thank you.
You know, it's surprising that out of all the zombie apocalypse scenarios we've gotten, including cordyceps, we haven't gotten one involving mad cow disease that I know of.
Ooh. Thank you, Coffee Pot. I'm gonna take a look at that later on, because I need to refresh my memory which demo I played. I think one even had to get taken off because people were breaking it to crazy degrees.
I'm actually doing better with the cooking than I usually do. I usually fuck it up at least once, in which case they say this is shit and throw their fork at you.
Oh shit.
And it like gets stuck in your forehead. Alright, let's see if we can get a perfect run on this. Or at least in terms of not getting any, over or undercooked steaks. Do these look like good steaks to you, Kier?
These look more like burgers to me.
Up, there we go. Imagine if you were allowed to do that to a bad chef, like Gordon Ramsay. Like Gordon Ramsay or Jamie Oliver.
Jamie Oliver.
Well, yeah, well done, tastes like shit. Yeah, because it's not a... it's not a cooked steak. It's a char. It's a. It is a waste of meat. The only way you could make it worse is if you ate it with ketchup.
Well done.
Yeah, I failed this round. Yeah, this is one of them where you can retry from the level you were on instead of starting from the beginning.
Oh. Thank you for doing that, Coffee Pot. I appreciate that. Doc Johnson, that's what they remind me of.
Yeah, from Punch-Out.
Yeah. It took me a minute to remember his name.
That's probably intentional, given that these are NES throwbacks.
Yeah. Is this like a Game & Watch thing also, if I'm not mistaken?
No, it wasn't a Game & Watch thing, because there wouldn't be an... Well, there was a similar Game & Watch game, but it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
It was more about, like, catching the stuff that's being cooked and then bouncing it over to the customer.
Oh, they had it on.
I know
Game &
this
Watch
because
3.
I had Game & Watch Gallery 2 on Game Boy Color, and that was one of the games on it.
I think I had a third one.
There were 4 of them in total.
I'm gonna double check right now.
Yeah, Coffee Pot is what he goes by, like, casually, but his username on Twitch is Dashcat is back, but we refer to him as Awfully Hot Coffee Pot, or just Coffee Pot. Or Coffee. Yeah, I failed again.
Okay, so we had the same one. I had to double check. I thought it was 3, but no, it was 2. And I immediately clicked on that game. You're juggling like fish, hot dogs, weenies, and stuff like that. Yeah,
eggs.
I forgot about the eggs. Yeah, that was a fun. I think that was one of my favorite ones, actually.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites on there, from what I remember. I need to play it again.
Oh, hear me out. For we should do a versus stream where we try and get the highest score for each game.
Oh, hell yeah.
And to kind of make it fun. The loser donates $10 to the winner's favorite charity. I think that would be kind of fun. I'm getting some ideas.
I'm doing way better this round.
You're doing a lot better.
Can I talk about, like, the edgiest edgelord that I've ever met? Real quick. Because it involves steak.
Oh god, tell me.
I met this, like, really edgy teenager kid when I was in my senior year of high school. I'm not gonna go into the details of how I met him, but, like...
Okay.
He was super into, like, death metal and black metal, but, like, claimed to be a member of Carpathian Forest, which, if you know anything about Carpathian Forest, you know that was bullshit. Primarily because Carpathian Forest is from Scandinavia, not North Carolina. But one of the things I remember from him is like, okay, tone it down, Shadow the Hedgehog, was him saying he likes his steak barely cooked so he can taste the blood in it.
I mean, that's not even blood in it.
Yeah, I know. He had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. He was just trying to seem cool.
Fucking dork.
Anyways, time for Pentamenos. Not Tetris, sadly. Pentamenos, the game that inspired Tetris. The puzzle is randomized each time between a preset combination of different options. And, like, basically there's different options of what the puzzle can be. And, like, you'll see.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at this without a visual guide. Because, the layout is potentially different each time.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a bit if I don't just quit.
You know what this reminds me of?
Tetris.
No, actually, no. We played a version of Tostino's
Pentamenos.
the Tominos, and it was the way we played it was we had all these different shapes being like the rhombus. And
Oh, I know what you're talking about in like math class.
Yeah, damn it, you unlocked the core memory.
The only time that math class was fun.
Yeah, I love those. You're with me, like that was the bomb.
Yeah. Aha, I see, said the blind man to his death. Actually, no, I don't see.
I used to like old school math class, and then letters got involved. Nah, we just tied, sir.
See, nobody said there'd be math, and I blame our schools. See, it's this big T-shaped piece that's throwing me off. Because I don't usually get puzzles that involve this. See, my theory on math class is whether you like math class or not depends on whether you had a good teacher. And I had just the worst teachers through all of my time in high school.
I'm lucky to say I had two good math teachers. I was honored to be his retiring year. To be one of his last students. You have no idea, like, how much of an honor it was, you know?
It's this damn T-shaped piece that keeps throwing me off.
But, it was him in this, I want to say...
There we go, found it!
I say.
Thankfully, there's only one level to this, and it's all based on how fast you complete it.
I would have failed, honestly.
Like, I had terrible math teachers in various ways. One who was just bad at teaching, but was like a chill dude.
Yeah.
I had one who was getting ready, like, it was beginning of the school year, and he was already getting ready to, leave for another school, so he just didn't put any real effort into teaching us. Because he was like, I ain't gonna be here long anyways, fuck y'all.
He took fuck y'all kids to
Yo.
But at the very least, he was a Homestar Runner fan, so that's a plus. Have a good night, Coffee Pot.
Have a good night.
The guy that replaced him was a former NASA engineer who was a total asshole and kept on telling us that we're gonna fail over and over again if we don't get our shit together, and talked about how disappointed he was in all of us. And then at the end of the year, he was like, oh, I said all that stuff so I could try and motivate you to prove me wrong. I actually wanted you to succeed all along. And I'm like, dude, that's not how you do that. Reverse psychology doesn't work that way, you fucking dipshit. Sorry, I was distracted by Titty.
What were we talking about again? All I heard was titty.
Time to cook some more meat so I can afford the next katana. And some gym training.
Oh my god. My brain is weird.
Like I said, this main game's broken because it's the lowest effort with the highest payout.
No,
Unlike working food service in real life.
I think you might be right.
I'm pretty sure I have a lot of friends that worked in full service, and yes, that is correct.
Well done.
He's getting paid a reasonable salary for this too, instead of having to scrape by on tips. To make up for how much the owner is undercutting his pay so he can afford, by saying like, oh, tips are counted as part of your pay so I can legally get by paying you below minimum wage. I say we need Tree Fitty. Get out of here, Loch Ness Monster.
Look, this monster! Is that you? Where my belt? I can't really do a good Red Fox impression.
It was at this point that I realized that Gig wasn't actually Gig all along, but was actually a 7-story tall crustacean from the Paleolithic era.
Is it wrong that I kind of I want him for a raid alert?
I'll tell you what's wrong. I'll tell you what's wrong. It's that we never got to see the Loch Ness Monster in that episode of South Park.
I think people were begging.
Yeah, and they never get. As far as I know, we're almost 30 years into South Park, and they still haven't. Actually, no, we're over 30. No, we're almost 30 years into South Park, and they still haven't shown us the goddamn Loch Ness Monster.
Hold on, I think they did. I'm checking right now.
If they have, it certainly wasn't a 7-story tall crustacean from the Paleolithic era. I know they showed us Man Bear Pig twice, in fact.
Yeah. Okay,
once in the Imagination Land trilogy, and once in a follow-up episode to the Man Bear Pig episode that was basically Matt Stone and Trey Parker apologizing for dismissing climate change early on. And in the context of that episode, it was Man Bear Pig turns out to actually be real, and Al Gore was right all along.
Okay, so I was not there, but Laura sings "I Am Lord Yeah Yeah Yeah" from South Park was there. Okay. Oh yeah, I made ribs for the first time. Speaking of me, yeah, I made cooked myself some ribs for the first time,
Did they turn out
and
good?
they came out really good.
I'm not surprised. You are, from what I've heard, you are a very good chef.
Thank you.
You're a more
It was my
qualified
first time
chef than
doing them
Gordon
on a
Ramsay,
grill.
who doesn't even know how to cook a grilled cheese.
I just used. Thing is, I didn't have the seasons I wanted to use. 'Cause I wanted like a maple season. I thought I had it, but I didn't. And because you know how pork naturally have like a somewhat salty savory.
Yes.
So putting it with like a honey or a syrup is like really good for. You know what I'm talking about. So I did the standard, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. Still was really good. Just didn't have the stuff to make a sauce, because that would have been like an 11.
Enough with the sauce. I had to.
I know.
Sorry.
Let me ask you
Enough
this, okay?
with the sauce!
As someone, who knows good barbecue better
What do
than
you
I
want?
do,
There's cold coffee if you're into that. Sorry, I'm just gonna let her keep talking. Oh, she stopped.
She knew what we were doing.
Damn it, I still don't have enough. If you're not going to buy something, get out of my lab. Get that. Given that we later find out that Naomi is Ukrainian, technically she would kind of sound like Dexter now that I think about it. It would be like, get out of my laboratory.
Get out of my laboratory.
Because she speaks in a very like monotone voice from what little we hear of Naomi in voice dialogue.
Hey Ari.
Yes?
So you know what I'm about to ask, right?
No, I don't.
What does this button do?
Oh no. Not as bad as I was thinking. Just gonna have
What
to deal with
does
some
this
cranial
button
trauma for a little bit.
What does this button do? That's the get head pats and choke someone button. Okay.
Yes.
Nice, of course.
And that's the horse
you
button.
Shadow Dragon show him. Ooh, what's this button do?
Can we talk about how the minigames in No More Heroes 2 are a bit more realistic than the ones in No More Heroes 1? Because, as it turns out, the most efficient way to be able to afford the nice things in life you want but can't quite afford on your own is to get, like, a part-time food service job. Well, I say most efficient. The most efficient is just to be born into a rich family. But that's entirely based on luck. That's entirely based on what you roll when you're creating your character.
This is why I like a system where you can choose some of the allotted points. Because I would love to put out a lot in charisma, intelligence, and then luck.
Yeah, I prefer, skill points that you put into individual stats over, like, rolling your stats.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Shadow Dragon.
Have a good night, Shadow Dragon. Like, I have a very high strength stat. but I rolled black. I flipped the.
If we were
coin.
playing by fatal rules, that would give you, like, you know, that horrible tabletop game that I thought would be good for a meme playthrough, but then it's like, no, it's just horribly racist. If you roll a black character, and yes, you can, part of your rolls for fatal include rolling your race. Like, not just race in terms of, like, what fantasy race you're playing, but you also roll your skin tone. And if you roll a dark skin tone, then you start out with, like, intelligence debuffs.
But yeah, I
because the guy that made it is just a Nazi.
My joke was, they told me to roll dice, but they gave me a coin. And the coin was Two-Face, and I had to flip that. So yeah, my luck stat got down low. I really could go for some steak.
I could too, but I don't have steak money. I don't even have my food stamps card now. My mom forgot to give it back to me when she was buying groceries the other day. So I have to pick it up tomorrow.
Gotcha. I mean, heck, even some pork chops with like a nice garlic butter.
Oh, I've got plenty of food. It's just I don't have money for steak.
Oh yeah, that too. But I'm also like, I could go for some pork chops also. Ooh, maybe some something fried.
Alright, time to visit Naomi again, and totally not so we can see her animation again. She only has 2 animations in this whole game, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with...
Quit staring at me, I know what you're thinking, and no.
I wasn't thinking. What happened?
You know, you're much cuter when you have money.
I'm poor, so I guess I'm ugly. Oh well.
That's exactly what she's saying to not just Travis, but to the player.
Mm-hmm. And
Also, fun fact about Naomi that may affect your perception of her sexiness. May not, depending on your taste in women.
Mm-hmm.
According to her profile on the old No More Heroes website, she's 63 years old.
Yes, she looks like she's 27.
So she's just Elvira.
Yes. I will
She's got
say
that.
this,
She's got that Elvira black magic going on, where she doesn't age.
Oh, Night Shadow Dragon. Oh man, oh man.
Also, I have to address this now because there's a there was a running meme back in the No More Heroes community back when No More Heroes 2 first came out, where it was like an in-lore from the fandom explanation for why Naomi looks so different between No More Heroes 1 and 2. And it makes sense when you think about it. Because her upgrades, like the katanas that she sold you, and the upgrades for the katanas that she sold you were the most expensive things you could buy in No More Heroes 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, and no, it's not that she got implants. It's that she invested all of the money into her boob size. Not like in terms of plastic surgery, but in terms of like, you know, Yakuza 0 styled stat points, where money is your experience. But before Yakuza 0 was even a thing.
Oh.
Like, basically, she allotted all of her money-based stat bonuses into boob size.
Hmm.
And I accept that as the canon explanation.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Yeah?
Have you ever tried to yell status and see if you can get some skill points?
Have I tried what?
Ever, like, to go like, status! Or whatever, and see if a screen will pop up?
Sadly, yes, and it doesn't work that way, or at the very least, it's not a voice activate command. I would look at the manual, but wouldn't you know, my copy came without a manual.
Oh, you're game out one also, right?
Yeah.
So,
as I would later find out, the manual's a bonus for the like premium collector's edition that only the richest can afford. And was given away to specific people for free.
Can you explain the screen over to my my left?
I think you're seeing rips in the Matrix, my dude.
I'm trying to be silly. You're killing my joke. Well, not even really a joke. This is being silly.
Speaking of the Matrix, after we wrap up for tonight, which will be soon, because there's an optional boss we can do right now, and that's what I'm going to end off with tonight. I need to show you a Matrix-related stand-up comedy bit.
Oh God.
It is like Morpheus's first meeting with Neo. If he lost the red and blue pills on the way there.
Oh God.
It's from the same comedy group that gave us that Bogbird video.
Oh God.
Apparently, it's like a stand-up comedy thing called Characters Welcome.
Hmm.
Where like the gig is that like all the comedians play different characters for their sets.
I think I seen one that was similar, where there's this one girl that did like Dora the Explorer.
I think that might have been one of them. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll know when I see it, you know.
Yeah. Alright, time to visit Naomi again! Well, actually, no, I already bought Naomi's upgrade here, fuck. Oh well, we'll see Naomi again.
Oh, it's you again.
What do you want? There's cold coffee if you're into that. Wouldn't you know, I do like cold coffee. Oh, she didn't stand up this time.
Ashley has some iced coffee.
I'm not talking about iced coffee, I'm talking about coffee that's just been sitting out for a while.
Oh, I don't give a shit, I drink that too.
That's what I usually do, because I don't drink like a whole pot in one day, and I don't want to waste coffee.
Understandable. Why did I sound like Dr. Lipschitz?
Alright, now I remember what I was going to do. I was going to go to the gym. Then, we're gonna fight our optional boss.
Nice.
Come on, just 7 more seconds. Aw, by the skin of my teeth.
Just got me.
That one's hard because you have to alternate between L and R, and it doesn't always pick it up that you're pressing those buttons on the Switch version. Because the Joy-Cons do be kind of buggy. Like, Joy-Cons are not built for rapidly tapping the shoulder buttons.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm saying is, like, while the Switch version is performs better than the Wii version, the Wii version's controls are more responsive.
Eh.
Or maybe it's a placebo effect, I don't know. I've just had better luck, like more consistency in No More Heroes 1 and 2 on the Wii than I have on the Switch. Also, can we talk about how Ryan's idea of strength training is basically just the training from the movie Dodgeball?
Which is a good movie too, by the way. If you
Yep. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I mean, he's not wrong. You can dodge you can dodge a car, you can dodge a ball.
Alright, so the way we access this optional boss is instead of going to the next ranking battle, you can do this at any point after you beat Charlie. But we're gonna do this early.
Okay.
Go back to the motel instead of going to the next ranking fight. And now someone's challenging Travis, instead of Travis challenging them. Travis, there's a new challenger coming after your ranking. Her name is Kimi Howell. She's an All-American Beam Katana champion. Head over to the university again and see for yourself. I've got some other info for you too. The guys who killed your friend Bishop. I've dredged up some details on them. This one's on the house. It looks like they were henchmen from the Pizza Bat group. That means they are hiding somewhere in town. The rest is up to you. And that, yeah, this also unlocks a new side quest called Revenge Missions, where we track down the guys that shot Bishop.
Nice.
And if you complete all of them, then you get the option to remove Travis's jacket.
Hmm.
So now, we go back to the university to fight Kimmy. And since I got that new katana, the peony, I can show you what it does.
It don't let you pee in it?
No. This one's like our slow but heavy weapon.
Okay.
And it doesn't look too impressive. Right?
Yeah, it looks like a standard blade.
I probably won't get to show it off here, but as your ecstasy gauge goes up, the blade extends.
Ooh.
Like I said, they're
Just
going
like
in
me
all in on the penis imagery in this game.
It's just like me for real, for real. Oh shit!
I don't think there's a way to avoid that. Yeah, the best way to build up ecstasy is to use another katana first and then switch to peony when it's full. Because that not only makes it hit harder, it also increases its range. Like, there's a reason that I only use peony on bosses and big enemies, basically. And it's known as the boss killer in the community for a good reason.
That's always good to know.
Because while you don't want to use it for entire boss fights, it's good for dealing damage very quickly using a full ecstasy gauge.
Alright. It's like, man, stop, I'm hitting the invisible wall. Let me get up. Oh, I'm dizzy.
Alright. You've seen Peony at lowest ecstasy, here it is at highest ecstasy.
Oh, damn. That is me for real, for real.
Also, while this is an optional boss, No More Heroes 3 would confirm that this fight did canonically happen.
Ah.
Gotcha.
And you'll probably recognize the voice of Kimmy Howell. It's Jennifer Hale.
Oh.
Doing a British accent before she played Bayonetta.
Oh my.
Well, technically she did it too for, she's basically using her Naomi Hunter voice from Metal Gear Solid 1 specifically. But, as a, like, college student who's also kind of a Valley girl, but with a British accent.
Okay.
She's also a yandere.
Oh yeah, this is what I thought it was.
Hi. Can I call you Travis the Great? Travis Ravenous? Cool hand teasy greasy? I'm sorry.
Fun fact, in the beta version of this game, which we've only seen through a trailer, she had glasses.
Oh.
Yes! I watched your fight with...
According to Suda51, he personally asked to have her glasses removed because it would be more appealing to Americans if she didn't have glasses.
Oh shit.
You hate girls who puke.
Never really thought about it.
I think you like how fast I mentioned it.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Promise you update me, okay? Anyway, I wrote down all my feelings in a letter. Here, take it.
Your, feelings? So this is a love letter?
Take it, or I'll totally die.
Okay, thanks. I could use a dose of innocence. That last fight got a little sick, even for me.
Are you gonna read it?
Huh? Read it? Now? Here?
Yes! You have to read it out loud, just for lulz. I wrote a song dedicated...
Yeah, that dates this to, like, late 2000s, early 2010s, saying the word lulz.
You're joking.
Lemao.
This here?
Lamau.
Here we go. Get into it.
Ruffle Floorcopter.
Raffle Mao. Doo 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 doo.
To my dearest Travis the Great.
I forgot about that one.
The Great, I am the girl who loves you the most in the entire world. But in order to prove that I'm your #1 fan, I need some kind of evidence. Because no matter how much I insist that I'm your #1, any other chick or bitch can approach you and say the exact same thing. That is why I've decided that I should become strong. By doing so, I knew that someday I'd be able to get closer to you. Putting my title as Travis the Great's #1 fan on the line, I embarked on this path and ended up winning the National Student Assassin Championship. I really did my best. But you know, in hindsight, it was a cinch. I guess I'm just...
Wait, how did you get up there that fast?
She climbed. This is a montage.
Pretty
Oh.
awesome, right? And then I got greedy. A new urge, a vision, that just maybe I could win a fight against Travis the Great. Now my goal is to behead Travis the Great, therefore surpassing my hero. Oops, did I actually write that? It's kind of embarrassing, you know. Well, anyways, I've made up my mind. I made an oath. I won't be killed by anyone. I shall defeat Travis the Great in battle. Only then will Travis the Great become mine and mine only. Love, Travis the Great's #1 fan, Kimmy Howell. Okay, so much for the dose of innocence. But you've
Yeah, I'm legit and way tougher than I look.
One more thing about her.
Don't hold back, okay?
Yeah.
One mistake.
She's also Darth Maul.
This is for real.
Oh, that's why you was holding it. I'm like, oh, what? Like, what is this? Oh. You think she ever got anyone with the thing like, oh,
Show me what
blow into it and twist it?
Show me what you're made of.
You can see that too now, can't you?
Show me what you're made of.
My mind was going somewhere completely different.
I was thinking of someone blowing on the recorder, playing it, and just getting beamed in the head. Would be a comical death scene at least.
Yep.
I've had enough of show me what you're made of. I love
Alright, time to show you why this is called the boss killer.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. Do you get it now?
Yeah. Bubbles?
The bubbles explode and they're unblockable.
Hmm.
Alright, finish her. Finish her.
This is a real fight with real consequences, sweetheart.
That ain't gonna work on Travis.
Travis the Great.
Remember, Travis doesn't like killing women.
Yeah.
Screw this. I can't kill a co-ed. Come see me after you graduate, and I'll school you again.
And he always makes up an excuse for why he doesn't like, for why he refuses to kill a woman that tried to kill him. In this case, it's like, oh, she's too young for me to kill. I'll wait until she's older. Which is the same excuse he used with Shinobu. So that is where we are going to end it tonight. We've made some good progress tonight, partly because this game got rid of the ranking battles. Not ranking battles, the entry fees. You can tell I'm starting to get a little tired. I had kind of a long weekend, as I said at the beginning of the stream. Let's see. Am I gonna raid anyone tonight, or am I just gonna... No, we're not gonna raid anyone tonight. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to JKR and Kier for joining me for co-hosting tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I'll post the schedule in the Discord for my community to be able to see it outside Blue Sky. Until then, unpleasant dreams. Where's the button? There it is.
Well, we're the boys of chorus. We hope you enjoyed our show. We know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody.